Hey there, it's Psychic Hunter David. Well, it is Sunday. It is the 21st, I think, 22nd, somewhere there, whatever. And I held back. I, recorded a few. They were not right. I thought I'm going to redo this over. So the world's in turbulence. The world's on turmoil. Donald Trump, to me, is the investigator. Netanyahu also participated to create this mess. I think diplomacy could have reigned true. As far as I'm concerned, Trump will be another John Kennedy, like Bay of Pigs, because he has gone against the very people that voted him in. He made it very clear that he was not going to participate in war, that he would not invoke war. And what did he do? He walked away from Zelensky. He did not deal fully with the confliction with Putin over Ukraine. Now Putin has said he's going to just take over Ukraine. And on top of that, you have to understand that there are many lives at stake here. And there's no such thing as I'm entitled and I am this and you are not. There's a lot of human beings involved. We live in a very, very different world. Now, I'm going to get into the astrological influence of what I believe is happening based upon my readings, based upon what I've been seeing. Quite a few clients that I was talking with and speaking with over the last few days had this King of Diamonds on a very popular level, social level, and this Ace of Swords. And of course, the Ace of Swords was pointed downward. And that, of course, means that something would happen that would be irrevocable and it would cause mayhem. Well, I'm pretty certain now with XE of China and Putin involved and Turkey and a lot of the other countries making, damnations, including Jordan, this is it. The influence in an astrological sense is this. Jupiter in a week and a half has moved progressively into Cancer sign. Now, Cancer sign, of course, is the moon. Everybody's affected by it. It itself and the sun, being Leo, are both stationary energies. They remain. I've always talked about this. There's a buildup of the same energy and signs going upward till we hit the moon and the sun, and then the same energies decrease from Mercury to Venus to Mars. This is not an abnormality. It is part of the structure, I think, of the way astrology is looked upon. The danger with this new moon on Wednesday in Cancer sign conjunct Jupiter is that Jupiter is this massive explosive energy. It's Sagittarius. It is very big. It's go big or go home. The danger is the square to Aries, and Aries, of course, is Mars, the god of war. On top of that, you have Neptune there, which is Piscean, which is also where the North Node is, by the way. But it is, to me, hairy-fairy. It can be highly spiritual, extremely self-righteous, extremely pointed in regards to right wing. It can swing to the left. It can be highly creative. It can highly expressive, and knowing, but you also have Saturn there. And Saturn is the Lord and Master. It is Capricorn. It rules economics. It rules control. It rules traditions. You have that as part of this with this square to this new moon and Jupiter there. 2 weeks later, you're going to have the full moon in Capricorn. This will set this off again. So the massive danger has already begun, and it's going to go from now right through even probably till the end of July, if it isn't even going to continue further. Neptune will stay, as will Saturn, to the beginning of September, and then it will back off and it will go into retrograde back into Pisces, where the North Node is, which again is destiny takes over. And then, of course, as we get into the winter months, it will move back into this station again. So this issue about we're going to drop, these intensive spiked bombs down into the ground to blow up nuclear reactors, which is sending off all kinds of garbage throughout the atmosphere, I'm certain that everyone in the world will participate in. It is not the end of anything. This is merely poking the bear. And now Putin, the bear, has been poked, and he's involved. And now you're going to find out, as the Iranian leader, the Ayatollah, has said, he is now going to be using nuclear armaments. Where is he getting them from? People, sorry, you can be as titled as you think you are, but the bottom line is when you're playing with the rest of us in the world, you better back off. And now you're going to see things change quite drastically and very quickly. Anyway, you know yourself, when you have a reading with me, you're going to hear the truth and only the truth. I'm not full of shit, and I'm not somebody that's going to give you a spiel. And if you listen to the real news, which is probably most of the independent news stations on YouTube, they give you the actual person in question speaking, not some AI interpretation, or legacy media here in North America. You're hearing the real truth. Pay attention to that and take a look. you're going to see what's really happening. And the other person I would suggest you actually listen to is Jordan Sachs. The man is a brilliant man. He knows what he's talking about. He's within the UN, and he's the one that's saying this is ridiculous. This is boys playing temper tantrums with other people's lives, stamping their feet, and warmongering. And that's exactly what this is. And Trump is one of the biggest ones with this. He's